to Biloxi A to Z, the Insider's Guide to what's happening in Biloxi. This is being recorded for Friday, June 13th, 2025. The city of Biloxi has a new Chief Administrative Officer. We'll have the details. The Biloxi Fire Department's Kids Academy wrapped up this week. We'll take a look at the program. Downtown has some new directional signage. We'll tell you more about the project. And we'll take a look at the weekend forecast and list of events taking place in Biloxi this weekend, including the Juneteenth celebrations. On Tuesday, the Biloxi City Council approved Mayor Gillige's appointment for the city's new Chief Administrative Officer, Wick Weaver. CAO Weaver officially began overseeing the city's day-to-day operations on Wednesday morning. Weaver is a decorated Army veteran with more than 37 years of service. As an Army engineer, Weaver served at every level of leadership and held primary key staff positions. He also commanded the 2 Mississippi Army National Guard installations and served within local government as the Business Development Coordinator for the City of Gulfport, as well as a Gulfport police officer. You can read more about Biloxi Chief Administrative Officer Wick Weaver online at biloxi.ms.us and by clicking here. You can also see a recording of this week's City Council meeting by going online and clicking here, then clicking here. The Biloxi Fire Department's annual Fire Academy for Kids wrapped up this week. The program, divided into 2 weeks, was open to children ages 7 to 12. Through the program, kids learned life safety skills in fire safety and first aid through classroom activities, hands-on training, and homework. They were also introduced up close and personal to firefighters, the equipment they use, and the jobs they perform. The program takes place in June of each year. Information on the annual program can be found on the Biloxi Fire Department's webpage. If you have driven around downtown lately, you may have noticed new signage. Biloxi Main Street is installing nearly 50 new directional signs throughout the area. The directional signage, or wayfinding signage, is designed to help the public navigate the Main Street district from point to point. The signage also showcases public parking areas in downtown. The project was federally funded through the American Rescue Plan Act, or an ARPA grant. The signage cost more than $71,000.
The weekend weather forecast calls for the typical summertime pattern of possible afternoon showers with daytime highs close to 90 degrees and the evening lows in the upper 70s. The Juneteenth celebration happens this weekend with a 2-day weekend extravaganza celebrating heritage. Today there is the 3-on-3 basketball tournament at the Jones Henry Beck Park basketball court located at 671 Division Street. Tip-off is at 5:30 and the games are free to play. Then on Saturday there's the Unity Walk Run also at John Henry Beck Park with a walk-up registration beginning at 7 a.m. and the walk run begins at 8:30 a.m. The route is from John Henry Beck Park to O'Reilly Park and back, and the first 50 people registered will receive a t-shirt. Also on Saturday there's the Juneteenth celebration from 2 to 9 p.m. at the Biloxi Town Green located at 710 Beach Boulevard. There'll be vendor booths, food booths, and a children's petting zoo, as well as live entertainment from 3 to 9 p.m. Get ready for an exciting and educational day as Auburn University's Southeastern Raptor Center brings live birds of prey to Edgewater Mall. See hawks, owls, falcons, and more up close and learn about these incredible birds, their habitats, and their roles in the ecosystem. Perfect for family members of all ages, nature lovers, and anyone fascinated by wildlife, this free event runs from noon to 2 p.m. inside Edgewater Mall right outside of J.C. Penney's. Then over at the Biloxi Little Theater, it's the final weekend of The Shawshank Redemption. This production brings to life the unforgettable story of hope, friendship, and resilience behind the walls of the Shawshank State Penitentiary. For tickets and showtimes, visit 4blt.org. And the Gulf Coast Carnival Association is hosting a Mardi Gras Bayou Boat Parade on Bayou Bernard on Saturday from noon to 4 p.m. Viewers can gather near Pops Ferry Road Bridge and Causeway, and then the boaters can join the flotilla as they turn Bayou Bernard into a sea of purple, green, and gold and let the good times roll on the water. Tickets to this event and all the events mentioned are available by visiting the various venues' websites. And to see a list of what's happening throughout the month, check out the Biloxi Community Calendar in the new June issue of B News Monthly. It can also be viewed on the city's website by clicking right here.
We leave you today with some fresh blooms in downtown. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you again next week.